Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ange, and in today's video I'm going to share with you my fabulous trip to Hawaii. Now, I'm not used to vlogging, so I just took footage with my phone whilst I was away and did some footage. Actually, we had a what's like a GoPro. We had a DJI Osmo Action as well, so I took some footage with that as well. So I'm going to show you through this video some of the things we got up to whilst we were away on holiday, and some outfits that I wore, what I wore whilst I was on holiday. I didn't do this every day. Some of the clips are really amateur hour because I'm not used to doing this sort of thing, and I just set up my phone every now and then and took a clip if I was going out, if I remembered. We had a fabulous holiday. We went with our friends who hadn't been to Hawaii before. We spent 3 nights on the Big Island, and I wished we'd stayed there longer. That was such a brilliant experience, but we could have done 5 days there, and we spent 11 days on Oahu. We've been there previously, but our friends hadn't, and there's so much to do, so we spent longer there. But we just had a ball. So started off at the Big Island. Our trip started off with a few hiccups before we went because Air New Zealand decided to change our flights to a day later, so it was panic modes before we went, trying to change our accommodation, alter that, and rental cars, things like that. But once we got there, it was great. It was a very long day because we left here in Auckland at 11 p.m. at night and arrived in Oahu at 9:30 in the morning, same day. And then we had to do connecting flights to the Big Island, and because of the change in flights, we had a tour booked that evening. It should have been on our second night there, but ended up being on the first night, and it was swimming with manta rays. And so by the time we did that, we had been up for 24 hours, and I was exhausted. Even though we catnapped on the plane flying over, I was exhausted, and I must admit I had a bit of a temper tantrum the next day because I was so overtired. So, but I tell you, if you ever get to the Big Island in Hawaii, you have to try out swimming with the manta rays. We did an evening one, and it was incredible. One of the most amazing things I've ever done. We were very spoilt. It was a full moon, and it was a beautiful evening and just the right conditions that we got spoilt with so many of these beautiful creatures. The company that we went with was called Bite Me Fishing Tours. Highly recommend them. I really felt for these guys. Prior to us going on our tour, they had been on a tour where some of the customers hadn't done what they were told and had been touching the manta rays, and they are protected animals, and they came back and obviously had to cut the tour short because of the behaviour of these people, and they were quite rattled. You could tell they were not in the best frame of mind, not in the best spirits, and before we started they made it quite clear that we had to abide by the rules, listen to the instructions, and look after these beautiful creatures. And you could just see it in their faces that it had been quite an ordeal for them. In their defence, they were amazing. They were young guys. They picked themselves up. They were the best tour guides for this trip. They brushed it off. They gave us an amazing evening. The main person who jumped in the water with us just gave us just continuous commentary about these amazing manta rays, their life, what they do, what they eat, just so much information. It was amazing. But these giant creatures just got so close to us, and it was a very amazing experience. So I highly recommend you do this type of trip if you go to Hawaii, and I can highly recommend the Bite Me fishing tours. They were superb, professional, fun. There was one guy on board who was entertaining a young lass who didn't get into the water, and she was getting very tired. She was a young girl, a daughter of a couple that were there. Mum stayed on board with the girl. She would have been about 10, I think. This guy, we could hear this person singing, and beautiful singing voice, but he was singing these beautiful songs for this girl to keep her entertained. It was just beautiful, and we were entertained by his lovely singing voice as well. They were just great fun. Also on the Big Island, we just went swimming. The waters on this island were crystal clear and beautiful. I wish we had have been there longer to appreciate the beaches more and spend more time on the beaches and just enjoying the snorkeling, because it was 10 out of 10. It was an amazing experience. We got to swim through all these different beaches. We got to swim with turtles, with beautiful fish, dolphins. It was just incredible, and definitely would go back to this island for the snorkeling, for the sea life and everything. It was just incredible. I feel we had a much better experience on the Big Island just travelling on our own and just going straight off the beach than we did at Hanamu Bay when we were in Oahu, one of our visits. And although Hanamu Bay is designed for you to experience the turtles, the fish life, everything, it's very commercial, very touristy, and we were just going straight out off the beach and getting this experience with no crowds and just enjoying the sea life. It was just incredible. We spent a day in the rental car going to the other side of the island. We were based in Kona, and then we drove one day to the other side of the island to go to the Volcano National Park, and we visited this national park and went to see the volcanoes. This is the one that has been active, but it wasn't active when we were getting there, but we did see lots of the steam and things like that, and just to see the magnificence of a volcano area. Back on the other side of the island, on the Kona side, the landscape was just incredible with all the lava, and just seeing it in person and trying to comprehend the majesty of what that would have been like. Very scary, but the landscape really just amazing and incredible to see. So once we'd looked at the volcano here, we drove up through to Hilo just to see what that was like, and before we cut through the centre of the island to head back to where we were staying. So Big Island, absolutely loved it, would definitely go back and highly recommend. We went, I'll try and put the name of the beach up on here, but they call the area the Captain Cook area. That was where we saw probably the most in the way of fish and dolphins here, and it was just beautiful. Back on Oahu, we did so much, as far as Andrew and I just wanted to do so much to enjoy our holiday. We did canoeing, the four of us. We went on one of those canoes that catches the surf in Waikiki. We did that. We did a sunset cruise on our last night, and that was a 2-hour cruise. You could jump in and go swimming and snorkeling if you wanted to. We decided not to, but we just really enjoyed the cruise. That was with Pink Sails, and I really enjoyed that for our last night. It was a shame it was an overcast night. We enjoyed 2 Friday nights of seeing the fireworks at the Hilton Hotel, which is situated just next door to where we were staying. So fireworks was incredible to watch those both nights, you know, especially in Hawaii when the weather's just beautiful and you can enjoy it. My husband did quite a bit of surfing while he was there. He loves surfing, and it is Hawaii where he found his love of surfing and why he does so much of it here back home in New Zealand now. And Andrew and I did a parasailing trip. I did it with my daughter last time and thoroughly enjoyed it, and my husband felt left out that he didn't do it. So we did it together this time and we had a ball. It was just so much fun. And the gentleman driving the boat was the same captain that we had last time as well, and they were just amazing. Friendly, super awesome. We got so many photos, and we took footage with our GoPro thing as well. So lots of eating out, enjoyed it so very much. Very expensive, guys, very, very expensive to what it was when we went last time. We found eating out really expensive if you went to restaurants. New Zealand dollars, we were spending about $180 to $200 a night if we went to a restaurant, but that's with drinks as well. And the tipping is like, we don't do tipping here in New Zealand. It's all part, we pay our workers a minimum wage, and there's no tipping. So that was really hard to get your head around when you're already paying quite a bit for your meals. We had some meals at Ala Moana Centre in the food court. We love Panda Express, my husband and I ourselves, and that was really affordable. We could get a meal that we shared for $13 each. So that was affordable. $8 for a loaf of bread US though, guys, is really expensive. So I really feel for the locals that have to wear that cost of living. I don't know how they do it on a day-to-day basis, but I did find it really expensive in Hawaii compared to what it was last time. Pre-pandemic, I feel the prices have at least doubled since we were there last time. There is a tax on everything. There is a tourist tax on each night you stay in a motel, hotel. They even tax your taxi drive, your taxi rides, just everything. There's a tax on everything. Then you're tipping, and with the cost of everything being expensive anyway, it was quite an expensive holiday. But in saying that, we'll go back again. We love it. I absolutely love the place. And after everything I've been through and the worry of maybe having to deal with cancer again in the future, we're just living our lives and we're going to have fun and do what we can while we can. So that was just a brief outline of our holiday. And now I'll quickly just add to this video some of the outfits that I wore whilst I was away. They're very amateur clips, guys, taken on my phone when I could remember. So let's see what I wore. This is my airport outfit, a wide pair of pants. I've put on a silky black camisole, and I've got my cashmere jumper, and I'm sweating already, but that way I can strip off on the plane if I'm hot. I've got cashmere if I am cold, and then for an extra layer I have this blazer that I purchased from H&M just for another layer. Got my collar all up. Just for another layer, I've got my compression socks on because I need them after all my treatment, especially my leather sneakers, and I've got a compression sleeve on my arm as well, so I'm going to feel the warmth. I look very squat. I am very little. I am only 5'2", so it is what it is, but that is my airport outfit for today, and I can't wait to get on the plane. It's been quite a stressful few days, so I just want to get on the plane, relax and enjoy. Okay, I'm just wearing my linen mix white short cord set here. The shorts are quite short. My friend commented that from the back it didn't look like I was wearing anything underneath the shirt. I am wearing my gold Madewell jewellery I got from Nordstrom Rack. Absolutely love it. Great mix and match outfit, this one. This dress is from a New Zealand designer called Marl, and it is in a linen fabric, and I love the colour. This is no longer available, but you can get it in a black poplin. It's one of their dresses that they do quite often. I am just going to coordinate this with some lovely sunglasses I got from Nordstrom Rack, top it off with my sun hat. The shoes that I'm wearing I ended up leaving behind because they had it, so I left them behind. Later that night we went out and I just swapped out my accessories for this macrame little clutch bag that I got from Zara whilst I was in Hawaii. I just really like it for a clutch. A typical outfit whilst we were away, a pair of shorts and a top. Just chambray shorts, my favourite And Other Stories blouse. It's 100% cotton with applique. The shoes are a New Zealand designer, Catherine Wilson, gold leather sandals with studs. Going out for the evening, I'm wearing my favourite And Other Stories blouse again. The white trousers I'm wearing here are identical to the black pair I wore in my airplane outfit. They are just so breezy and wonderful. They are lined. My hubby's making fun of me posing in front of the camera, but I love this outfit for the evening. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I had a ball. I loved Hawaii. I love the place, and I would just go every year if I was able. Just love it so much. I hope you enjoyed the few outfits I was able to capture for you on what I was wearing over there. It was very warm for us. Love the temperature over there at that time of year around in April. I just find it's hot enough to be tropical for us, but not too hot, and it's just brilliant. I love it. Absolutely love it. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to join me in my video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'd love to see you back. And I hope you've all had a beautiful and a wonderful day. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. See you later, guys. Bye.